Welcome to Flixit. Today, we're delving into the heart-pounding world of Jumanji. Subscribe for a thrilling journey through an ancient board game that brings chaos and magic to the lives of its players. Join us as we explore the wild challenges, mysterious drumbeats, and unforgettable moments that make Jumanji a timeless adventure. Hit subscribe now and join us on this cinematic exploration. The story begins with an episode in which two teenagers bring a chest to the forest to bury it there. When the procedure comes to an end and the artifact is almost hidden, strange sounds begin to come from it, reminiscent of tom-toms. Because of this, one of the guys panics, but the second one forces him to finish the job, and they hurriedly leave. In the summer of 1969, Alan Parrish finds himself grappling with the challenges of adolescence in Brantford, New Hampshire. Seeking solace from bullies, he stumbles upon his father Sam's shoe factory and reconnects with his inventive friend Carl Bentley. Inadvertently causing a mishap in the factory, Alan sets off a chain of events that results in Carl losing his job. After a confrontation with the bullies, Alan discovers a mysterious construction site resonating with tribal drumbeats. There he unearths an ancient board game named Jumanji, hidden for a century. Intrigued, he brings the game home. Alan fights with his father at home about his father's plan to send him to boarding school in order to make him a man. His father and his mother, Carol Ann Parrish, leave to go to a dinner party. Alan packs his things and plans to run away. There is a knock at the door, and his friend Sarah Whittle is at the door with his stolen bike. Alan shows her the Jumanji game, and Sarah inadvertently starts a game by throwing the dice on the board. Each time the dice are rolled, the pieces move on their own, and a mysterious message appears at the center of the game. Sarah rolls the dice, and a squeaking noise comes from the fireplace. Alan rolls the dice, and he is taken into the jungle within the game until someone else rolls a 5 or 8. Alan disappears in front of Sarah's eyes, and then bats come out of the fireplace, chasing Sarah from the house. 26 years later, Judy and Peter Shefford are moving into the vacant Parrish home with their Aunt Nora, and Peter's parents were killed in an accident several months before, and the kids were placed with their single aunt. Nora and the kids unpack their things and set up the house. Judy and Peter find the Jumanji game in the attic one day and begin playing it. Their role: summon giant mosquitoes and a pack of monkeys. They read the instructions, which states that everything will be restored when the game ends, so they continue playing. Peter's rolls a 5, which releases a lion and a grown-up. Alan locks the lion in Nora's bedroom and then leaves the Shefford house looking for his father. Judy and Peter follow. Alan runs into Carl, who is now a deputy police officer. While Carl interrogates Alan, a group of monkeys get into his squad car and drive away. Alan, Judy, and Peter go to the now abandoned shoe factory. A homeless man tells Alan that Samuel Parrish was devastated by the disappearance of his son and abandoned the business to look for him, eventually closing the factory. Alan also learns that his parents died. Alan realizes that they need to finish the game after encountering more monkeys and the giant mosquitoes. He also realizes that they need Sarah to finish the game, so they track her down. Sarah is now a traumatized adult after witnessing Alan disappear in front of her eyes 26 years earlier. Alan and the kids have to convince her to play. Once they are back at the Shefford house, Sarah's next move releases dangerous, fast-growing plants that almost swallow Peter. Alan's next move releases the hunter Van Pelt, whom Alan has met previously in the jungle. The next roll releases a stampede of various animals. A pelican steals the game and flies away. As the group recovers from the stampede, Peter is able to retrieve the game, but Alan is arrested by Carl while they are outside. The kids continue to play, and Peter begins to transform into a monkey after attempting to cheat. The stampede causes chaos and destruction as it runs through town. Van Pelt steals the game in an attempt to lead Alan to him. Peter, Sarah, and Judy track Van Pelt to a department store, where they set booby traps and reacquire the game. Meanwhile, Alan reveals his identity to Carl and apologizes for not confessing to ruining the machine that resulted in Carl's termination years before. Carl sets Alan free. Alan, Sarah, Judy, and Peter all return to the Shefford house. The house is now overgrown by jungle plants. They continue to play the game, creating quicksand, earthquakes, and other calamities. Van Pelt returns and corners Alan, intending to kill him. Alan drops the dice and lands the winning roll. Everything that has been created by the game is suddenly pulled back into the game. Also, everything that happened as a result of the game is reversed. Suddenly back in 1969, Alan reconciles with his father, confessing to damaging the factory machine. They throw Jumanji into the river, and Sarah kisses Alan. The timeline resets, and 26 years later, Alan and Sarah are married. successfully running the shoe factory. They meet Judy, Peter, and their parents, averting a tragic ski trip. As two young girls hear drumbeats on the beach, the partially buried Jumanji board hints at the possibility of new adventures. The legacy of the game lives on, but Branford finds peace, and the Parrish family celebrates a united past and a promising future. Thanks for joining us on this Jumanji adventure. If you enjoyed the ride, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons.